All right, y'all. So this was an interesting battle. YK versus J-MURDA. J-MURDA, he actually stepped up his game, I must say. You know, I'm not really a fan of J-MURDA, but he stepped up his game, you know. He had some personal, so let's get right into it. So, first of all, YK was wearing that Al Capone shirt, and y'all already know when you wear the Al Capone shirt, that's bad luck. Okay, so he starts off on the first round saying something like he's trying to escape, like Prez Mafia, he getting knocked off the gate. You know, remember that situation with Prez Mafia? I believe he was knocked out, you know, on the floor. And I think somebody knocked him out or robbed him or something. That happened like last year. Then he say something like he gonna drop like Cortez when Hitman crossed him. You know, so he was, you know, he was in his bag the first round, but I must admit, he had a lot of dry spots. He did. He had a lot of dry spots. So now J-MURDA go. You know how J-MURDA is. He likes to spit real slow, and then he hesitates, and then he do go with the punch. And the crowd was like, The crowd was actually feeling J-MURDA. They was getting his bars. So he says something like, stop the hate. First of all, he said a fire bar, but I was doing something, y'all, something about the casket with holes in it, bow, like it was a fire bar because the crowd was going crazy when he said it. But this is live pay-per-view, I couldn't rewind it back. But he also says something like, stop the hate and fucking period. Y'all see what I did to Red, you know, period got to do with Red, you know, but to my understanding, old Red beat him. So I don't know what he talking about. But anyway, that's besides the point. Next bar, he says something like, I will shoot you, period, ... I'll call it Mav because when I shoot it, it's serious. So you know Mav Hoffa, Serious Jones. So that was kind of clever. It was okay. Then he says something like, bow, one for you, two. He goes, one for you. Too young. He goes, one for you, too young. You know, he's talking to YK. His name is Young. Bow! One for you, too young. He ain't old enough. He said something like that. So I thought that was kind of funny. But J-MURDA was in his bag the first round, y'all. So I had to give the first round to J-MURDA. Second round, YK goes. Now, YK turned up because even the crowd was like, come on, YK, turn up, because they already know J-MURDA took that first round. So YK knew he had to turn up, Young Cannon. What the fuck was you and Old Red beefing for? ... Y'all was fighting for no reason. You might have pulled Red's shirt, but then he sat you down for the season. That's what he said. You know, he was talking about the battle with Old Red and J-MURDA. So he's basically saying that, you know, he was basically saying that they was like tugging each other and pulling each other's shirts and stuff. And that after that battle, Old Red basically sat him down. He didn't battle for a while. He sat him down for the whole season. So that was kind of nice. Then he says something like, the shit kicked Jay. That's so long. And remember Jay-Z in the elevator with Solange, which is Beyonce's sister. So I like how he said that. That was kind of nice. Then he said, you just a spick. I'm spectacular. Bust his melon on stage. I'm black something. He says some name that I didn't catch. But I thought that was nice. You just a spick. I'm spectacular. I thought that was nice. Then he says something like, he's peeking. Who's that peeking through my window? Bow! Nobody now. Remember that song? Who's that peeping in my window? Bow! Nobody now. So he turned up in that second round. Now J-MURDA, you know, he has his own kind of style where he likes to go real slow. He drag his words. He wants you to hear every single thing that he say. Okay, so he says something like can in the freezer like wick juices. I thought that was nice. Can in the freezer like wick juices. You know, wick you buy for babies, you know, when you buy formula and all that stuff and Similac. So I thought that was pretty nice. So J-MURDA was okay in that second round. He had a lot of dry spots actually. So I had to give that second round to YK. So that's 1-1. Now we going into the third. So YK knew he had to turn up if he wanted this battle, if he wanted to take the battle. So he did start off kind of slow, but he started cooking, and he's like a fiend getting high on his own shit. Now, he was talking about J-Murda's uncle. I believe J-Murda talked about his uncle in one of his battles. I don't know if it was the battle with Old Red, but it was in one of his battles. So YK was talking about his uncle, and he was like a fiend getting high on his own shit. Man, that nigga deserved it. Like, he was really going personal on his family. And J-Murda even said, he started talking. That's one thing I don't like about J-Murda. He don't have respect for the opponent. He starts laughing, talking to the people on his side, just kind of being disrespectful. And when YK said that, he was like, nah, don't talk about my family, don't talk about my uncle, you know. And then YK say something like ... I'm Yak Man. Everywhere I pull up, I blow smoke. I thought that was fire. You know, Yak Man is always puffing on that cigar, so I thought that was nice. So now we go to J-Murda, third round. Now J-Murda, y'all, he got extremely personal. It seemed like he was mad at what YK was saying about his uncle, yo. He got extra personal. This whole round was nothing but personals, yo. And you know how personals can be detrimental to the crowd. Like, he had crowd control because everybody was so silent. They wanted to hear everything J-Murda was saying. So he literally starts off with his phone showing people in the crowd, y'all, a picture of young Cannon supposedly posing with a trainee. Okay, with a trainee. He's showing his phone to the people in the crowd, even to people on the stage, yo. And people was like, oh, like, obviously they think that the person do look like a trainee. So J-Murda talking to him, you know, he just talking to him, and he's talking slow. He was like, just accept it. You know, I don't believe all that rah-rah shit. And, you know, you making me, just standing here, you making me uncomfortable, he was saying. And I don't believe all this gunplay rah-rah shit when you gay and all this stuff. So he was like, throw your rainbow flag on. Say yes. And keep spitting aggressive. Just admit it. You know, like, he was being funny, but he was talking some truth. Like, if you really gay, just own it, you know. So he kept saying, swear to God this and swear to God that. Swear to God that person in the picture ain't a man. Swear to God you ain't come to New York to an RBE event with him. You know, like, he kept saying swear, and then YK just was going like this with his thumb. You know, but J-Murda was really in his bag. He had crowd control on that third round. Everybody was so silent, wanting to know everything he was saying. He went very personal, and I ain't gonna lie. YK was looking uncomfortable up there, and he was acting like the shit was true, you know, because when he was like, swear to God, at first YK was just like, you know, just looking with a blank face, and then after a while he kept going like this. So I don't know, y'all. I hate fake personals. Hopefully, I don't know if it's a fake personal, but it seemed like, you know, he might be a little fruity. All right, y'all, I'm gonna get back to the battles later.